Joint Task Force East remains committed to supporting and coordinating operational planning across our joint operating area and working diligently where possible to leverage additional capabilities and increase capacity in order to support counter-network enforcement operations that are directed at disrupting transnational criminal organizations.
It enhances our cross-component information, sharing information not only cross-components but also leveraging resources outside the Department of Homeland Security to bring a more coherent picture and basically translate also DHS strategic priorities into operational objectives.
Joint operations are nothing new to the DHS components within Joint Task Force East, Eastern Caribbean Regional Integrating Group. The Caribbean Border Interagency Group, known as CBIG, has been conducting joint interagency operations well before JTF East was established more than 2 years ago to support the Southern Border and Approaches campaign plan.
Well, the CBIG has several signatories to include the U.S. Attorney's Office. We also have various agencies that are not signatories, but they play a common role in our steady state operations. The best thing that I can put as far as the CBIG is that you have to build relationships before you build partnerships. Border Patrol, Coast Guard, Air Marine, OFO, other agencies, we have the ultimate respect for each other, not only the agencies, but the department heads.
DHS components within CBIG lead the way in joint interagency operations and information sharing in the region. This well-established joint interagency partnership has streamlined JTF East's ability to integrate into and support joint operations in the region, including the recently completed Operation Island Blues. During Operation Island Blues, the United States Coast Guard, CBP, ICE, HSI, Department of Defense, Puerto Rico National Guard, and local law enforcement agencies focused on threats from the Virgin Islands and the eastern approaches to Puerto Rico.
With the Unified Command, we can better coordinate regional efforts as well as information sharing. We can target, prioritize TCOs that are using the Caribbean pathway.
The operation was intelligence-driven from the Joint Intelligence Operations Coordination Center established at Coast Guard Sector San Juan. The JIAC received real-time information from the participating agencies, analyzed it, and provided targets of interest to shape the daily operational planning cycle for law enforcement patrols and related activities.
In this JTF East operation, we've set up a functional Joint Intelligence and Operations Center. So the various components all have seats at the table to share and infuse information immediately. This allows us to then move resources to intercept any threats or deal with any threats right away. Most importantly for this, it ensures that we're not duplicating each other's efforts as we go out and fight the threats in the environment.
Operation Island Blues was successful in furthering several investigations with actionable, timely intelligence shared across components within the DHS family. This sharing and analysis of information was made possible by the unprecedented level of collaboration and participation in the JIAC by the regional partners. In addition to DHS components, JTF East would like to acknowledge and thank DoD's JTF North for their support in leveraging JSTAR reconnaissance assets for the surge operation. JTF East staff will continue to work with DoD in the future to mature and formalize cross-department planning processes in support of the Homeland Security mission. Also, JTF East was able to work with Coast Guard and AMO to surge an additional aircrew, CGIS agents, and to provide AMOS support in the JIAC. The efforts from all the partners made this a successful and truly joint operation.